It's Paul Russell, Lil Booth. And today's hit music, Q92. You too. It is 7:11. Good morning. We're off and running. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week. So if you are headed into vacation after Friday, like Jake and like I am, Jake is he's got lighter duty, but he will be working the week between Christmas and New Year's. Um, but you know, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Two more shows, and I'll be out of here until the new year, returning with Christian on January 2nd. Okay, so I want to play this clip for you because this lady says that there are some things, and I've got to find this clip here. Hang on. Um, there are some things that you absolutely should not buy a woman for Christmas. I mean, I guess if you want to stay in the relationship, or if you really just don't want a huge fight on your hands. Um, and I'm trying to find it. Work with me here. Jake, have you ever gotten a crappy gift?
I don't think so. I did receive underwear one time that was kind of weird because my sister's boyfriend at the time's mom gave it to me. So I felt like that was a little weird, but I don't know if that was like a
It's a little weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a little weird. Okay. Are you ready, guys? We're gonna see what she has to say. I want to see if you guys agree with this. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you agree with that? I mean, I've got to say, I remember like it was a long time ago getting some household items. I remember when you were specifically a sweeper, I did not ask for,
Oh.
and I wasn't real into it. Not gonna lie. I mean, call me a snot or a brat, whatever. I was like, why? I don't know. Like it bothered me a
It
little
makes
bit.
sense.
Well,
That
then Tony started getting funny and the animals started getting me that stuff. So like one year
oh,
our dog got me a new garbage disposal. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
I get
Like
it. Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
dog got me the practical things. So my question to you guys is, have you ever gotten a gift from someone that was just kind of like downright offensive? And if so, what was it? Was there something that just rubbed you the wrong way? Do you agree with this lady that you should never give household cleaning supplies or like small appliance type things that would imply a chore, weight gain or weight loss products, or anything anti-aging? What are your thoughts? Call us up 330-450-9292. Text line 330-269-9292. And we'll be back listening to today's hit music, Q92.
I was like, man, how cold is it? Because I do this thing now when I'm looking at something, I go, Alexa, what's the temperature in this city? It's like 60. It's like 67.
That's your new thing. Is
That's what I do. We watching a game. I'm like, hey, what's the weather where that is? And then okay. All right.
Interesting. You just have to know what it's like there.
Yeah. Like they showed a Dallas Cowboys draft party.
Yeah. And you're like,
Everyone's outside. I was like, Alexa, what's the temperature in Dallas, Texas? 75. I'm like, oh, it's nice. Beautiful. Okay.
I think that's so funny.
Okay. It's good. They got nice. No wonder everyone's in t-shirts. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then I hear Kansas City is like 65. Oh, that's like us. That's like us.
Do you regurgitate that information like to the fiance or the daughter? Like you're sitting
They're
there
in
and
the
like,
room.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
I just because we have Alexa over the house. So
I gotcha.
we got
Okay.
living room, bedrooms. We're just like our thermostat's Alexa. But yeah, I'll just be watching a game. Doesn't matter what it is. Like
Yeah.
I'll watch the Guardians in Washington D.C. I'm like, okay, Alexa, what's the temperature in D.C.? Oh, 60. Oh, that's cold. I just sit there.
Just have to know.
For some reason, that's a new thing with me. I got to know when I'm watching a sporting event or I see fans out. I'm like, well, what's it like there?
I'm really concerned for you. Like
I also
you're aging.
almost daily. I'll ask what the weather's going to be like here.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, Alexa, what's the weather in Ocean City, Maryland? Just because it gets me going thinking about vacation.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
It's Ocean City, Maryland. What's the temperature?
My husband always laughs at me because I'll be like, what's it supposed to be like next week? Or what's it supposed to be like tomorrow? And he's like, don't you literally look at the weather like 7 times during your show? I'm like, yeah, but we're so busy. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't stick in my brain.
No, it's impossible. Dude, we talk for 4 hours.
I know.
You think I remember anything I say?
Right. That's how some people will be
Barely.
like, oh, they'll walk up to me and they'll be like, oh, that was really funny what you guys were talking about. It takes me a second. I'm like, oh, we were talking about that. I don't know.
They'll be like, oh, when was that? Someone will be like, oh, it was today. I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah.
I just pretend to go, oh my God, yeah, I do remember that. That was a crazy show. And I had him like, oh, please don't call me out. Don't ask me any more questions because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's funny.
That's usually what I do. Reminds me, for some reason, of Charlotte's Web.
That was a really
Because one of the words that the spider Charlotte wrote was terrific.
Aw.
That pig's terrific.
I remember reading the book in school and being really sad.
Oh, it was the cartoon that got me.
Super bummed out.
Cartoon
the
got
movie?
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte died.
I don't think I don't think I watched it after I read the book. I was like, this is too much.
Oh,
My little 4th grade heart couldn't take it.
they were going to give the pig was going to be killed.
I know.
And thank God the spider came up with a plan to write words in her web. And they couldn't kill the pig because, well, it was terrific.
I mean, the amount of ingenuity that happened in that barnyard.
Man, those are some smart ass animals and spiders.
Yeah.
They did a hell of a job.
I wonder if things like that happen at African Safari Wildlife.
They
Parks
could.
Behind the
They
scenes.
could all talk and help each other, but I don't think. I think you're fine. I don't think those animals go there to be slaughtered and eaten.
No,
They're
but I'm
there to
saying, like,
eat food.
you know, Gilbert's is struggling with his relationship, like they talk, you know?
Gilbert?
Yeah, maybe there's a Gilbert animal
Oh.
up there. Like I'm saying that's one of their
You
names.
remember the pig's name, right?
Oh, Hamlet? No. I don't know.
Hamlet. You remember the pig Caesar? Jake, you ever hear of Charlotte's Web? Always curious.
I have.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That deserves something.
All right, there we go.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You read it or saw the movie?
Saw the movie. I think
now they made a new one. Did you see the original?
I don't know. I probably.
That's okay.
I'm guessing
I
he
think
did
we
it.
watched it in school because you were supposed to read the book.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think I did, but
okay.
It was sad.
It was very sad. It was heavy.
Charlotte gave no F's though. If you remember, she's like, "I'm going to die now, Wilbur." I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
What?
she was a brave little soul.
I have to die. It's time to die. Bye, Wilbur." Like, Jesus.
Well, she was like proper.
Like, Charlotte, don't go. I remember.
Oh, it was very, very sad.
He cried. Then all of a sudden, Charlotte's babies came down on their web.
Yeah.
And they introduced themselves to Wilbur, and they lived happily ever after.
I know.
I think.
I mean, I had an ending, but it was a struggle.
Zuckerman's famous pig.
I remember in 4th grade. I should have known then I was doomed because I cried everything. Good morning, friends. It's 7:21. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week. I hope it's going well for you guys. I know everybody's got a lot going on, trying to balance still working and the kids maybe coming home from school on break and getting all the things you need to do done for the holidays. So we're here. Hopefully you're still waking up with us. I understand. I know a lot of people are going to be taking vacation, but good morning to you. Payroll girl checked in with us. I love it. I hope you're having an excellent day. You're welcome. White van guy, he said, thanks. Weston had a huge smile on his face hearing his name on the radio. I love it. That's awesome. I hope you guys have a great day. All right, let's get into it. I asked you, what was the crappiest gift you've ever gotten that was like borderline offensive? Or maybe it wasn't borderline offensive. Maybe it just was offensive. Text message, one time my mom got me shapewear. She said, and I was like, thanks, Mom. I know I'm fat. Leave it to good old Mom. She said, I literally cried in front of my family. That is awful. I'm so sorry. I know. It's good old Mom. That would have been like, she really thought you needed any kind of shapewear that shouldn't have been a gift given in front of everyone.
right.
Another text message. 1 year, a family member got me some fancy face wash that they sold in her doctor's office. I was in high school and struggled with acne. That one definitely bothered me. Yeah, you think? I mean, like, we've got to think this through when we gift people things. Just because they need it doesn't necessarily mean they want it and want it given to them in front of everyone in the family.
Yeah.
Another text message. I absolutely love the appliances and cleaning tools because they make my life easier the rest of the year. I was given a salon gift certificate by my boyfriend year, which I made him return. That was offensive to me because he knew I was not a salon type. I'm practical and also do not want to sit in a salon with snobs, LOL. Okay, I appreciate this, but see, that defeats it. You want the appliances and the cleaning tools. If you want it, then it's not offensive. If you ask for it,
Yeah.
it's when you don't ask for it. So I get the salon thing. And hey, I go to the salon. I'm not a snob. I just don't want roots or grays, My ex-husband, and then in caps, ex-husbands gave me exercise equipment 1 year I did not ask for. And 1 year he gave me a cheap particle board bookcase. All right. So the man wasn't a good gift giver
Yeah,
in
that's
any
a no.
capacity. Yeah. Another text message. Good morning. I got underwear. Yeah, my one of my very dearest friends was so offended because her husband went out and bought her underwear and they weren't like skimpy underwear, but they were a little like dressier, if you will, than what she
Oh,
normally would wear. She was
okay.
furious. She returned it. I'm like, "Can you do that?" And she's like, "I haven't touched like other than opening them. It's not like I wore them." I'm like, "I understand that, but I would just feel weird. I'd be like, "Well, we have to eat this one because I'm not walking back in for that return." You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't return those.
No, that's weird. Good morning, Jim Guy. I'm glad that you're checking in and you're still listening. No, Christian's your guy. Um, my mother got me laundry soap because she didn't like the way my laundry detergent smelled. Well, tough, mom.
For real. Why would you get somebody a present because you don't like something about them?
Yeah, right? Ugh, I don't know. Come on, guys, let's think this through. Another text message. 13 years ago, when I was pregnant. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can read this one. 13 years ago when I was pregnant for my daughter, my fiance's mom gave me a book about all my options for my pregnancy for Christmas.
Oh,
Like, okay, so this obviously she wasn't happy about it. That is wow. Did you guys end up getting married and is she still in your life? Because I don't know that she'd be in mine. My mother-in-law buys me something for the kitchen every single Christmas, and I hate cooking. My husband does all of the cooking. It's definitely a job. You know what? I'd have to agree with you, I think. She's probably like, she doesn't even cook for them. I'm going to get her a pot. I'm going to get her a pot and maybe she'll cook something for them.
yeah, that's probably the way they're going with that, and that's not right either. So,
No, that's very like Marie Barone. If you know who that is, if you know, you know. Um, let's see. Someone said my oldest son is coming into town and other kids coming home from college. My in-laws are coming over. Listening to you read off some of these bad gift ideas makes me wonder if I need to rethink my diamonds and dildos theme for my wife. That was good. You probably want to rethink that. That was really good. Okay, well, you guys keep them coming. These are great. I see more coming in. You can give me a call at 330-450-9292, or it's simple. You can text as well, 330-269-9292. This is funny. What's the worst gift you've ever been given? Was it offensive? I mean, because that's where we started with this whole conversation. TikToker who claims that she's a gift-giving extraordinaire gave us the 3 things you are not to buy someone unless they ask for it. It was any type of a cleaning product or something that would imply chores, like a vacuum, something like that. Weight loss or weight gain tools or medications, anything like that. Supplements. And the third one, which was the third one? Why am I drawing a blank on what it was?
I forget too.
Anyhow. Um basically anything that anti-aging stuff. It was anti-aging stuff. Sorry, I had a moment. Anyhow, what was the worst gift that you've ever received and why? And was it offensive? We want to hear all about it. Gosh, I love these. I'm reading. These are great. Keep them coming. Right now it's Madonna with Santa Baby. Today's Hit Music, Q92.
Saturday we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh,
and
that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father's. We went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards. And I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like, you DoorDash.
Where I went. No,
Okay.
we tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get someone little? I don't want to go to like an expensive
Right.
somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. But I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fry, the grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in an authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
that
steak,
doesn't sound like
and he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like.
Today's hit music, Q92. Good morning. It is 7:34 on your Wednesday morning. It is chilly as we head out the door this morning. It's around 22, clear skies. It's gonna warm up a little bit today, so a lot of that snow is gonna be gone. Unfortunately, we have no shot at a white Christmas. I hate to break it to you, but you know it is what it is. All right, we were talking about the crappiest Christmas gifts you've ever received, and this all comes after we heard the 3 things that you should never buy a woman unless she asks for them. Anything that would infer a chore, like a cleaning product, a vacuum, something like that. Nothing having to do with weight loss or weight gain. So no gym equipment, no supplements, anything like that. And anti-aging skincare products. So someone said, text message, I got a book for Christmas one year. Forgot the name of the book, but it was from Kmart. It said $3.99 on it. I was so mad. You know me, maybe it was tight that year. Someone texted, what the heck is shapewear? Jake, do you know what shapewear is?
No, I'm assuming it's something you put on your body to make you look slimmer or something like that.
It's like Spanx.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
ever heard of Spanx?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it holds everything in and gives you some shape when you kind of look like you don't have shape. Oh, the lady that said, my mother got me laundry soap because she didn't like the way our laundry detergent smelled, said she got me the soap 3 years in a row. Oh, did you switch to it and like make sure you gave her a big old hug when she'd visit? I'd switch back to my other one. One year, my mom and stepdad got me a pound of chocolate to see how much weight I would gain. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is not nice at all. Another text message, got my parents a Roomba. Now I'm freaking out a bit listening to this.
I think a
Listen,
Roomba's a good present.
yes, it's different. We're talking about more for your significant other, and parents, they have everything. Like, if your parents are anything like my mom or my in-laws, like, they would probably never buy themselves a Roomba, but they would really appreciate it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's not a chore. It's a convenience not to do a chore.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I agree with that. My picture got me my wife, I'm sorry, got me a picture of us engraved into leather. It's terrifying. I'm sorry. It's probably sounded like a really good idea at the time, romantic.
yeah.
But man, when you carve into leather, it's hard to detail it. My mother gave me a pooping reindeer toy that she'd bought at a yard sale several years prior. Mind you, I was in my 30s at the time. I'm 48 and still traumatized. Oh, I think I know exactly what toy you're talking about. It's kind of funny. It poops out like
I,
jelly beans.
I want a pooping reindeer.
Yeah, they have the ones too, chickens for Easter that like lay eggs.
Oh. Yeah.
I hate when people buy me clothes of any sort. Seeing what size they think I am is offensive either way. It's sad if it's too small and it doesn't fit, yes. But the one year my grandma got me an extra, extra large pajamas that looked like they'd fit nobody when I was a size medium large at most. It really crashed my self esteem looking at those pajamas and thinking Granny saw those and thought, yep, they'll fit her.
That's so sad.
It's happened to me too. Like, I get it. My own husband's done it. He'd be like, I didn't know it. I didn't want you to be mad if it didn't fit and you couldn't wear it. Okay, well, it goes the other way too. It's a delicate balance. That's why now I put a ton of stuff in my save for later on Amazon. And then he uses it as like a shopping list. And the size is already attached to it.
That's a good idea.
So that took all the stress off of him. Round is a shape. No need for shapewear at that point. Touche. Touche. But some of us ladies want a little bit of a waist in there, Someone else said, I love cleaning products. My worst gift was my ex's parents-in-law bought me clothes clearly too small. My chest alone needed a medium. Yeah. I don't like that either when they guess. Got a mug from my mother-in-law. I don't drink coffee or tea. Never have. Well, maybe she thought you would want to drink pop out of it or something. I don't know. My mom does this stuff too. My mom believes that it's more fun to give a lot of things instead of like one big thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
She's always wanted the kids to open like a ton of presents from her. And while I understand that, sometimes it's more about quality than quantity,
Yeah.
Like to give them a quality, thoughtful gift, something maybe they've asked for or wanted. I don't know. I know she tries. I have a few things. My ex-husband would complain because I didn't fry food because his cholesterol was high. So his mom bought me a Fry Daddy for Christmas. One time, the ex-husband bought me a flashlight and said how much he loved it and then kept it for himself.
Oh.
That's nice.
One of those people.
Right. Like, oh, you don't like it? I'll take it. Wink, wink. Good morning, Lauren and Jake. Just tuned in. Hope you both have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. We're talking crappy Christmas gifts. You guys really kind of got the shaft on some of these things. Depending on what else comes in is on this, there's something that I do want to talk about this morning. It's a little bit more serious. It's current events. I don't know if you guys saw this in the news at all yesterday, and this is kind of the disclaimer as we maybe toe in the water to discuss this topic. Please remember that we're talking about children. And I won't read anything that's rude or, disrespectful. But Canton City Schools adopted a new attendance policy for their basketball games. And a pretty well-known alum weighed in on this. And, I really thought about this a lot last night after I read the article. What they're doing is no student below 9th grade is permitted to enter a basketball game without a parent or guardian. And we'll kind of get into it. The old retired McKinley football coach Tom McDaniels responded on X, and I kind of agree with him. But I want to talk about it and kind of get your opinion on it. So we'll get into it coming up after this break. Right now, it's Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance. Just buttoning up the crappiest Christmas gifts you've ever received. We just have a few text messages here. Bought my ex weight loss DVDs. Never a good idea. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I once received a shirt from my mom from JCPenney. The shirt didn't fit. It was 32 cents. Then I questioned if I should return it or donate it. Well, that is the gift that keeps on giving since you're passing it on to someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Someone else said chia pets. Chia pets. Let's see here. Someone else said when I was younger, like in middle school, my grandma got me lingerie, but my grandma would buy gifts all year long and forgot who she got stuff for. So by the time the Christmas came around, she just clearly forgot. That was definitely not a gift for me, LOL.
That's fantastic.
Can you imagine opening up lingerie?
As a middle schooler, yeah.
Right?
By your grandmother.
Right. That's a little awkward. A little awkward. Anyhow, coming up. And yeah, I thank the texter that sent in because I had not seen that. Tom McDaniels had actually redacted part of his statement, but people are still really sounding off on this. Canton City Schools changed their attendance policy for basketball games moving forward because they've had issues with kids from other schools coming in, issues with some undesirable behavior, if you will. But under the new policy, kids in 8th grade and younger can't attend these varsity games or even the high school games without a parent or guardian with them. And, a lot of people are going, well, not every kid has a parent or guardian that can go to the game with them. How do you allow them to go to a game? I mean, sometimes these games were keeping the kids off, the streets, out of trouble, things like that. Do you agree with the new policy or how do you feel about it? But again, be mindful. We're talking about kids here. So we'll get into it in a bit. Right now, we'll be back. It's today's hit music, Q92.
Let's go around the room for our rage. I have rage. Quick story, I'll try to be brief. You've heard me talk about how much I love crispy, crunchy chicken, right?
Yes, I have. Nasty chicken.
It is the bomb diggity. I don't think they say that. It's not stuff, I can tell you that. That's no cap. A lot of riz in that chicken. So, driving home, being out Saturday, we decided, I'm going to get, there's one in Girard. On the way home, I'm going to stop and get crispy, crunchy chicken. I buy it all the time. Big sign on the freeway for it. I was so excited. I haven't had a chance to get it. And Jamie was like, get it, let's go.
Treat yourself.
You wanted that for a long time. We had a great day together. We were in a great mood. I get it. You wanted that forever. You haven't got it. But I will get it. So, I'm telling you, I'm so excited to get crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. I pull in. There's the sign. It's the same sign I've seen at all the other crispy, crunchy chickens. It's way up high. It's right there on the building. It says crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, oh, my God. Let's go. Give me an 8-piece and your JoJo fries, and I'll be gone. I walk in, right? Looks just like every other crispy, crunchy chicken. Ask me what went wrong.
It was closed.
Oh, no, it was open.
Okay.
Ish.
Understaffed?
Yeah.
Gross chicken?
No. Listen to this. At that crispy, crunchy chicken, the one I pulled into and decided to go to, they don't actually sell pieces of chicken, only chicken fingers. I was already scared. I kept getting the menu it was going to change before my eyes. Come on. And I asked, I go, do you not have pieces of chicken at this crispy crunchy chicken? And the girl was like, no, we don't.
And she wrecked your day and she had no idea.
And then I saw they had chicken fingers and they had breaded chicken wings. did my whole sigh there. Guess I'll have breaded chicken wings. Well, sir, that's going to take like 10, 15 minutes. We don't have any ready right now. So I ordered, I'll take your 10-piece chicken. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Then the guy comes out from the back. Yeah, I don't know why she told you we had 10. We don't really have 10 right now. You're going to have to wait for
Oh, my
the
Lord.
chicken tenders too. So you don't have, in my head, I'm like, so first you don't have chicken at Crispy Crunchy Chicken.
Right.
Second, what you do have is wings and chicken tenders. But third,
But not really.
but none of them are prepared to sell. Nothing is cooked.
You end up getting chicken or leaving?
I got chicken tenders. I took them home, and they were actually delicious. Have you ever had a card decline?
Yes.
I wouldn't think you would. I would think you're way more responsible than me.
I
That would
told
never happen.
you just a couple weeks ago, we were on vacation and we went to pay for dinner and they're like, your card's been declined. I looked at Tony and like deer in headlights. I was like, oh my God. Within like, I don't know, 3 seconds, literally, my phone went off and it was PNC. And they're like, please contact our fraud. I was like, Mother of Mary. Now, listen, we sat at that table and I called the bank. They flagged us for fraud because we didn't tell them we were going out of town and we had several transactions in the Carolinas.
Right.
So all it took was that phone call. They lifted it. She came back. I said, please run it again. And it went through. But when she came to the table and said, your card's been declined, you're like, shh. You're like looking around.
I
Like,
was surprised.
did anybody hear
I
that?
was surprised that lady, Johnny, you didn't pick up the phone for the speakers. I go, ladies and gentlemen, we have a card decline here. A card decline. Jake, have you ever been hacked? I bet you haven't at your young age of banking.
Hacked? No.
Good for you. Good. You ever have a card decline?
Yeah. When I was like, when I first got my bank, when I was like 16 or something, I forget what I was at Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah.
You just didn't plan accordingly. And
No, I had the money, I think.
Is Jake and Lauren waking you up? Christian's on vacation till after the first of the year. Good morning. How you guys doing? We are doing great. Before the break, we talked just a little bit about the change in the policy for Canton City schools when it comes to attending their basketball games. This went into effect yesterday and remains in effect for the rest of the season. And, you know, the information came out and former coach Tom McDaniels kind of sounded off on it a little prematurely. Thank you for the person who said the screenshot of his actual redaction of his comments. But, you know, you had a couple people that said, I don't think it's nice to exclude 6th through 8th grades. If you think about it, schools stop sending home daily, weekly reports in 5th grade. Once kids start 6th grade, they're kind of in charge of all their stuff. Well, you know, I know that there's more, you know, here, but they're also in charge of themselves on how to act in public. I feel like at that point,
Yeah.
they're old enough to know what's right and what's wrong. And it's probably wrong to go to a game and act unruly or cause problems. You know, and again, this is not the players. The players are fine. We're talking about people who attend, and they have been seeing a increase in students who are outside of the Canton City School District attending games. You know, to that I say, maybe this involves not allowing outside schools, unless it's the school they're playing,
Yeah.
to attend the games. I
Right.
mean, maybe you have to show your student ID because in this day and age, Lord knows they all have them. Whoever's in charge of these kids can find an adult to take them. Schools in this area are having a problem and they need to take steps to control these kids causing issues. I like the word that you use though. It's funny. Anyhow, I don't think I've used that word since I was in like 6th grade, but anyhow, you know, it's one of those things where I think that they're doing the best that they can to try and ensure a safe experience for everybody, players, coaches, students in attendance. It's just, I think this is not just what people are failing to see is I think this is not just a Canton City school problem. I think this is a nationwide problem. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, we've gone sideways on expectations with some of these kids and how they are to conduct themselves in public,
Yeah.
you know? Um, Maybe I'm an overprotective parent, but I wouldn't let my child go to a basketball game without myself or an adult present. I understand that. I'm with you. Maybe now that my kids are in high school, I would let them. Said I wouldn't directly sit with them, but I would sit in close proximity. I agree. I mean, I think we have to as parents step up and take responsibility for our kids, especially if they're misbehaving. We always tell our kids like whatever you do is a direct reflection of us. Remember that. You don't want us to be unhappy about your conduct,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So I get it. It kind of sucks that Canton City Schools had to do this, and that they took so much heat initially for doing it. I don't necessarily think that they're doing it to be malicious. I think they're doing it to really protect the attendees of high school sports games. Text message: Campbell City Schools has a similar policy for games. Um, Another text message: It's not a child problem; it's a parent problem. You know what? I couldn't agree with you more. I do think it's our responsibility as parents to take our kids aside and teach them this is how you behave. Now, the one part that I am struggling with is, and this is some of my friends included, they are a single parent household. It's not always feasible for mom to be able to take or dad to be able to take a child to a game, in which case I'm sorry they're missing out because that stinks. I would rather my kid be watching a game than getting into trouble with their friends. So, anyhow, I just kind of wanted to get the sentiment. That was mine, and just wanted to touch on that Tom McDaniels did retract his initial reaction to this policy, and I think it's a lesson for all of us. We need to look a little deeper into it. Anyhow, coming up next hour, I am going to share with you guys the Christmas cookies that I made. Christian loves crumble cookie. I made crumble chocolate chip cookies, and he told me that they weren't nearly as good as
Oh,
crumble. Yeah, no, he did.
I believe him.
So I've never made him cookies again. I did bring Jake cookies. I'm going to have him show them to you guys. I'll tell you what I made. And I want your opinion on whether
Okay.
or not, and you don't have to lie to me.
Okay.
Just know that if you don't like them, which if you don't like them, you shouldn't have a problem with, I will never bring you cookies again.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
Right now it's whenever, wherever. Shakira, today's hit music, Q92. Okay. Oh my gosh. What did I do? Why didn't you tell me? Okay. Good morning, guys.
Hello.
Can you hear us on the live stream? You figure we have like 5 minutes. No, we have longer than that. Anyhow. How you guys doing today? Amy, I agree with you. Teachers and staff can only do so much. It's true, and they are spread thin. I know that. You guys excited for the holiday? Have all your shopping done? Oh, good. Thank you, Miles. I love that you join us every morning. I'm starting to get to know all of you guys, and I love it. Like, no one ever really knows me. They know Christian. But because of the live stream, I get to know some of these people, and I love it. What are you guys asking for Christmas? Jake, what did you ask for?
A pony. No, I don't know what. I didn't really ask for much for Christmas. I never know what to ask for Christmas.
Why?
I don't know. I just never know what. Cause
Do your parents still buy for all you guys?
yeah, but every time I want something, I just get it myself. So I'm very hard to
I
shop
get
for.
that. Yeah, I get that. But there's always something. Like,
There
do
is
you have a hobby? I mean, other than inflatables, because I don't think your parents are going to buy a six
no
or $5,000 inflatable,
right.
whatever. Hmm. Well, that sucks. Amy, I'm sorry. She said she's still sick, but her bedroom's filled with the Amazon boxes. Listen, girl, that is the way to go. I ordered so much stuff online this year, and I'm not even sorry about it. I have to go out because I need ideas for my husband, but I'm dreading it. I used to love Christmas shopping when the kids were little and I'd pick out toys and stuff.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
That I liked.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. So, it is what it is.
Oh well.
So, nothing. You didn't ask for anything.
Not really.
What does your Christmas day look like?
Um, depends on who's coming over and whatnot. But this year the whole extended family's coming to my house for Christmas Eve and Christmas. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
Because you don't have to like get up as early and
Right.
get
Yeah.
ready to leave the house.
Right.
What time do you guys get up to open presents?
When we were younger, early. Now so much whenever we all wake up. So it could be 10, 11.
Ew.
Yeah, we don't have a 8 o'clock time to open presents. We don't have a
Yeah.
just whenever we get up.
Lazy bones. Yeah. I know everybody does it differently. We're weird. We get up like literally before the sun comes up.
Oh boy.
Well, we like it that way because first of all, the tree looks so pretty,
Yeah.
because the family room's all lit up and it's dark.
It makes
and,
sense.
and then we also go for brunch by 9 o'clock at my in-laws. So
That's also true. Yeah.
breakfast, not brunch, but breakfast. So and then we're home by like lunchtime to get our showers and hang out for a while before Christmas dinner that night.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Good morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining the live stream. You guys, it is Wednesday. If it was ever a Wednesday, this is a Wednesday. We got 2 more days. And it's not that we don't want to hang out with you guys. It's just there's so much happening now. Well, at least for me, there's so much at home that I have to do. I still have so much wrapping. I haven't wrapped a single thing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm not good at rapping. I make Star do it.
Oh well. Now how will you do that with her?
She makes me wrap her gift because my brother's also really good at rapping, so I make him do that stuff too. But she gets mad at me if I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I'll wrap hers.
Okay. Even if it looks like a 2-year-old did it.
Right.
Okay. That's fair. I think I agree with her. Yeah. Miles, I have one more day before break. I can't wait. I hope you guys thank you. I hope you have a really nice Christmas too. Lucky, one more day. I've got 2. Lucky, lucky. All right. Well, we're gonna hop out of here and go back over. We're getting ready to head into a commercial break, and then we'll be back coming out of that. Thanks for waking up with us. I don't feel so alone now that you know everybody's
Yeah.
everybody's taking vacation time. So I know that some of you guys aren't joining us in the morning, and that's okay. We understand that. When Christian's out. So Jake and I will be here doing the best we can to hold down the fort. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
ex stole his mom's car at 13 to go get snacks. He hates the neighborhood, so he ran over trash cans. So she turned him in. He spent 30 days in juvenile detention.
Wow.
Wow.
At 13.
Yeah. I'm going to get snacks. And
It's
I
still
can't
a
stand.
thing.
I'm going to run over everyone's trash can.
It's still a thing. When I got my car serviced a couple weeks ago, the lady that was there was telling me that her 13-year-old daughter, or I'm sorry, she was 15, took their 13-year-old daughter, stole the family car, went and joyrode in the school's parking lot, and ended up taking it off, like going down like over a hill, and did like $5,000 worth of damage to the car.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wrapped around a telephone pole. I was 17. I also backed over a friend's foot as a teenager.
Ooh.
I went to Buckeye Career Center. Everyone knows leaving there was a crap show. I ended up rear-ending a college professor a week after getting my damn license because I was trying to get my cassette player to play.
Your cassette
Couldn't get your Mr. Big to be with you.
next to be with you. Hold on, little girl.
funny.
You got to get going.
Shooting bottle rockets and throwing eggs out the window at people when I was a teenager.
Oh, wow.
I get you in trouble. We used to do the shoot bottle rockets at each other.
Why? I don't do you know how dangerous that is?
Somewhat. It was funny. Hey, live to tell the tale.
You did, thank God.
Okay, they can now.
Sorry, guys. That was Jake's fault. Jake just figured it out.
Jake did it.
I was like looking at my board and I'm like, they should be able to hear us just fine. I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm sorry, Crystal. Anyhow, you just missed all my cookies, but Jake said I did okay. So
Yeah, they were pretty good.
all right. Coming up, we are going to be joined by Rich DeRozier over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We're going to get our last check-in for the year, see what's going on over at the Hall. Also, don't forget, you can head over to the Hall of Fame gift shop for the NFL lover in your life because they have something for everybody. That's right. They keep things in the gift shop for every single team in the NFL. So don't forget, don't sleep on the gift shop. Rich will be coming up with us here in about 15 minutes. Right now, it's Taylor Swift with Cruel Summer. Today's hit music, Q92. Ever seen somebody pulled over in a construction zone? That would be so awesome.
No, that'd be funny if I did. I just cold flashes. Someone said in the text line, "You have a cold flash."
It's not a flash. It's like consistent the whole time I'm here. But I go home and put my slippers on and I'm fine. Like, it's just here that I'm cold. I was hot as all get out in my car this morning. I'm at butt warmers. I had to crack my window.
Gosh.
I'm just saying, I don't think I have the issue. It is literally 65 degrees in here. It's chilly.
It is a little bit, but I think it's going to be all right. I think you're going to make it.
I think so too.
I do.
Coupled with the fact that we get up early. When you're tired, you are more apt to be chilly.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Someone said
Throw a tangerine
maybe
at you.
you're anemic. Someone said in the text line. I thought that about her.
No,
Sometimes I look at her across the room, I go, "You're anemic."
I am not anemic.
Iron deficiency.
I am
Someone
not
says.
anemic. I've been tested.
I love it.
It
What
is
else does she have?
65 degrees in here, friends.
What else does she have? So far, we have menopause, iron deficiency, and anemic. What else is she?
And I'm not in menopause. I'm far too young.
Too young?
Okay. But I am young. I would be on the very young side of it.
I'm at the age now. Next year, I got to get.
You're going to go through menopause?
No, I got to get my booty checked.
What?
Time to go. Ooh.
Someone's going to get the snake out?
Like, all this technology, is that really the only way to determine?
Yeah, they got to
Really?
go have a little look-see.
I know. I just like that. Really? We have all these face filters and all these cool things you can do in life, technology. And the only way, you know what I mean, is little Jack Horner in the corner.
That's what Jack Warner was doing in the corner.
Well, until the cops arrived.
I thought he stuck his thumb in a plum.
My plum. minutes here. We're going to talk creepy in the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Clinton from our sister station, AM 1310 WDPM, brought in an interesting conversation.
Yes, he did. And it's true.
It sparked all our interest. We'll tell you. We'll talk to you about it, see what you guys have to think about. Because we like hearing from you. But there are about 8 texts here about dating 2 guys or girls at once. Let's see what they say. My bank account says I should not date 2 women at once. Fair enough. All right. When I was 21, I dated 2 guys at once. I would call them the wrong name. Once with one of them, the other was knocking on the door. I'm currently dating 2 men because I'm too old to waste my time. Until I know one is 100% committed, I'm not going to stop dating either. Oh, snap.
Nice.
Get a girl.
Right. She's like, I know what I want,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make sure that I get it. I don't know which one's going to get it, but if they put a ring on it, it sounds like, or...
These fool men, they want to play games? Fine. You can play that. Call me Milton Bradley. As a female, when I was in my early 20s, I did date around to try to find out what or who I wanted. It wasn't hard doing it on a regular basis. The hard part was at the end having to choose who I wanted to be with.
Yeah, because I can imagine that if you had these guys lined up or that you'd been dating someone, you're like, what if I make the wrong decision? And then I see down the road that so-and-so is like an engineer and, has the big house and the family and they're so happy. And
the guy you choose been arrested 5 times.
Right.
Yeah. No job. You're supporting him. He lives at your place.
You're like, dang it.
Like, I went for the bad boy.
Right.
I'll fix him. I've dated 3 men at a time. Wow.
Whoa.
And I've always said to them up front that I want to be a wife one day. And until I feel they are the one, I'll keep my options open. I respect if they don't want to be in that rotation or even married one day. It's about adult communication and knowing what you want and not wasting the other person's time.
Nice. Actually, that's interesting perspective.
That's a real one right there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for telling Jonah happy birthday. He laughed so hard he feels famous because his friends heard. You guys are awesome. No, you're awesome.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. And Jonah, I hope he really does have an awesome day.
Aside
from the whole Pearl Harbor thing. Right. Sorry about that.
Aside from Lauren equating the joy of your birthday to Pearl Harbor.
I did not. I just mentioned
it's a great day.
Also...
It's also Pearl Harbor Day. I'm like, yeah, no. Yay. I did go out with 2 guys at once and told both of them about each other. They both understood that I was seeing both of them, and they also were seeing other people. I never slept with either of them while dating. One admitted he didn't think he had feelings for me. One said he did. Changed to exclusive with one that did, as I also had feelings for him. 4 years we're still together, and 3 years married. Honesty is huge in these situations. Mind you, this was very casual dating, like maybe 3 dates before a decision was made. Huh. I'll tell you what, a lot of listeners have done this.
Yeah.
Jim Guy here. Good morning, Jim Guy. Newborn's thrown off my sleep schedule, but little Jim Guy is doing great. Little Jim girl, loving being a big sister. Awesome.
Little Jim Guy. That's cute.
I have talked to multiple guys at once, but not officially dated. I once went on a date with a guy and then another date with a different guy the next day. After going on the second date, I told the first guy I didn't want to see him again. He was really pissed off. But now the second guy is my husband.
See, and that's how you know it wasn't meant to be, because it was one date. Get over yourself, dude.
Text message, but a guy can't date 2 girls at one time. All hell would break loose.
I mean, probably.
Yeah. If something's on your mind, you could use an opinion. You let us know. Because like I always tell you, we are experts on nothing, but we have opinions on everything. Hell, Jake might even chime in. Right, Jake?
Right.
Sometimes. You know what? Every week I mouth that to him, and like the screaming parts, I do the screaming parts. You wouldn't look at me today. Disappointed in you, Jake.
Huh?
The opening part, when she's like, and that's my opinion. Like, I always do that to you. I mouth the words.
Oh.
You wouldn't look at me. I felt like I was overly dramatic. I brought a performance.
I feel like Jake only just now found out you're doing that.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never did I know you did that.
Yeah.
You've laughed at me before.
Well, then I don't remember.
I feel like I'm training him to be one of mine.
I feel like I work with 2 completely oblivious men.
Yep. He's the young. The force is strong with that one.
I'm just here. Sitting here. And it's fine.
That's funny. What'd you say?
No. That's not far off. Today's hit music, Q92. It is 8:24. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? We are great. I thank you guys so much. All of you guys that have texted the show this morning, have commented on the live stream. We appreciate all of you. All right, we talked yesterday about Hallmark Christmas movies, so I had to do it. 'Tis the season. If you're listening right now and you're a Hallmark Christmas movie lover, I see you. You are in good company. I love Hallmark Christmas movies. To all of you gentlemen out there who have walked past the family room with your wife sitting on the couch, taking in a good old Hallmark Christmas movie, let her be. Stop making fun. We don't care that it's the same plot. We went down this yesterday. So, I had to have a little something for you guys today. Naturally.
Then they saw unicorns and Bigfoot.
How can you argue with that? Hallmark movies are magical, people.
And the raindrops said no.
Magical. What? One argued and won.
Way to go, little raindrop.
And then millions of snowflakes. See? All you have to do is believe. That's what this Christmas spirit is about, right? Believing. Believing in hope. Believing in love. Believing in a raindrop. Jake, sometimes it's that simple.
All right. Tonight I will on this Christmas I'll believe in the raindrops and we'll see if we get snow. You don't think it's gonna happen?
So what I'd rather you do is sit down and watch a Hallmark movie.
I think I have better time wishing on raindrops.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. I see you. Anyhow, these clips are so good. Yes, in retrospect, when I play them back to you guys, I'm like, dang, that was corny. But in the moment, I'm holding my breath and watching the screen and like, yes, I believe in that raindrop with you. There's something about them. They're just mesmerizing. These Hallmark movies. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not sorry about it at all. Anyhow, right now, it's All I Want Is You this Christmas from NSYNC. It's today's hit music, Q92.
I remember after my grandma passed away, she lived right next to us, and her phone rang, and I answered it. They were like,
I bet you that was jarring.
Is Mary in there? And I said, nope. And they said, you know when she'll be back? I said, nope. And they go, well, do you know where I could find her? And I said, yes, Resurrection Cemetery. And the guy's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, not your problem. You didn't know. I was like, you didn't know. I wasn't mad. I just was like, Resurrection Cemetery is where you can find her. I am so sorry. Real quick, before we get into that, though, dropping my son off at school, told him, I'm white van guy on the radio. Can I get a shout out to Connor? Connor, your dad's an early riser. We appreciate it.
White van guy. Good morning.
And just to clarify, he delivers medical supplies.
Yes, yesterday he clarified that.
When he first said that, I didn't know. White van guy. I'm like, do you have a lot of candy, sir? What are we doing? Are you a friend of my mother's? She's sick. It's amazing how many.
She sent you to pick me
You
up.
guys don't know this, but in the 80s, a lot of people tried to kidnap kids with the cutting use of a white van and a Snickers bar. I don't ask me why. That was the thing. And the old
Your parents used to tell you all the time, if anybody offers you candy, say no.
And the cutting line of, I'm a friend of your mother.
Yes.
She sent me to pick you up. Kid who's never seen me in your life before.
I know, and your mom thought you'd be totally cool with it.
Your parents warned you about the guy in the van with the candy.
Can I tell you, my kids are 15 and 17 now, and if someone rolled up to them and they're like, I'm a friend of your parents, they asked me to, my kids would be like,
I think kids now be like, I don't even like my parents.
Hopefully, I always used to tell my kids, like, if anybody ever tries to grab you, scream as loud as you can, kick, punch, hit, and go for the nudies.
Or tickle.
Yeah. What?
Tickle till it gets weird.
Actually, that might work, because they might be like, oh my God, this kid's sicker than I am.
Get over here. Hey, you freak. Drives off in his van. What the hell's wrong with that kid? Kidnapping sucks these days. Can you imagine that?
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
Tickling is very weird. It gets uncomfortable quick. That was one funny skit Dane Cook did back in his heyday. He was talking about how tickling always starts out fun, ends horrifically. Funny bit. Remember Dane Cook, the Nickelback of comedians? Thank you. He's laughing his ass off. Glad he is. Can you guys please shout out Jonah on his 12th birthday today? Shout out Jonah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jonah.
I hope it's an awesome day. It's Pearl Harbor Day, too.
That's not an awesome day.
No, but I'm saying, no, that came out wrong.
Speaking of awesome.
I'm just saying, like,
who remembers
landmarks.
Pearl Harbor?
No, I know. That was a terrible day. Actually, it's a day. My aunt was born on this day, too. That did come out really bad. Sorry, Jonah.
That was gold. Happy birthday, Jonah. Hey, remember Pearl Harbor? Wasn't that great?
Oh, my God.
No, it wasn't really great.
No.
I
didn't say that.
That, you know what?
I'm just saying sometimes like I don't know, I assimilate birthdays with like major historical milestone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, yeah.
That did come out wrong though.
Jake, remember
Sorry,
when Lauren was talking about how great Pearl Harbor was?
Yeah, I remember.
I think it was like 2 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh.
Well, listen, I have 2 boyfriends and I'm pretty sure I'm still single. Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't know about a bad
gentleman?
boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious. Or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. If he's listening, this isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
Today's hit music, Q92. It is 8:34 on your Wednesday morning. Chilly start today, 22 out there, but the sun's out. We're going to warm up. All right, guys, it is Wednesday, so you know what that means. We're going to be joined by our friend Rich over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame to find out what's going on. This is our last update for the year. Good morning, Rich.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
I'm glad to hear your voice back.
It came back. It took. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It took until about Saturday or Sunday. It was. I was talking like this.
Yeah,
That could have been entertaining. I don't know.
I suppose it could have been, but you probably should have rested your voice just so that it came back in a timely fashion. So we're glad to have you back this week, checking in with you one more time before 2024. So let's get into it. First of all, I've got to start with one thing that it kind of gave me a lot of joy and then also followed by disappointment. The whole Browns-Bears thing on Sunday, because Christian wasn't here for me to talk to him about it. And I know that whole game he was holding on to joy and hope.
Yeah. And then that last play,
Right.
when you said a whole lot of joy followed by disappointment, I'm just glad you didn't say your honeymoon.
No, yes. No, but no, in all seriousness, I can only imagine the things that were being shouted at the TV towards the end of that game and how lucky we got as Browns fans.
I'll tell you, I had the great opportunity to be at Brown Stadium for that game.
Oh my goodness.
And for 3.5 quarters, the very drunken fan behind me, it would have been kind of the flipped script from what I imagine Kristen was going through, because Kevin Stefanski and Joe Flacco and all of the Browns, the play calling, the execution was being dissected in every excruciating detail by the guy behind me who was, I think, on about his 14th Miller Lite.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're terrible. This is high school football. This isn't even high school football. And then all of a sudden, Flacco completes a few passes. They tie the game. They win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's ready to run down on the field and give everybody wearing brown and orange big hugs. And that's just sort of the way the NFL is now. You can't predict it. The scripts flip almost immediately in some cases, and the number of teams who have come back late in games is mystifying. How one team can play so well and seem to have everything in hand for 57, 58, 59 and a half minutes, and it goes poof.
Yeah.
And it almost went poof on the Browns on that last play. And the more you watch it, the more you can't believe
how lucky we got.
Bears guy didn't catch that.
The football gods were on our side. Let's put it that way.
They kind of have been most of this year. There's been one or two times when you wonder how in the world the Browns got to 9-5, and you start to pick apart. And I know there's an interesting article in the repository about 5 plays that if they go a different way, that the Browns are 5-9 instead of 9-5. And
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You are what your record says you are. One of the NFL's coaches said one time in a news conference, and so they're 9-5. They're on the cusp of making the playoffs. So let's just enjoy it.
Absolutely. No, I'm rooting for my Brownies. I know that we have, several different scenarios in which we could clinch playoff position as early as this weekend. But I look at it and I'm like, it's literally like, it's magical. We have 26% of our starters are on IR of our salary cap. 26% is the highest in the NFL, and here we are making an NFL playoff run.
Yeah, the whole time I talked about that fan who was outraged and screaming
Mm-hmm.
and making a fool of himself, and I was at the game with my son, and I leaned and he wants Stefanski's head on a platter. And I leaned over to my son. I'm like, I think this is the best coaching job Kevin Stefanski's done since he's been here. I mean, this is look, and I kind of pointed out look at this starting offensive line. 4 out of the 5 guys who were playing Sunday afternoon. We're not starters at the beginning of the year, and that's really when I think a coach has done a good job. He can bring replacements in, or second or third or fourth unit guys, get them integrated. They do their job, and we tease a lot about coaches like Belichick who stand up at a news conference in a very stern face and just say, do your job, do your job.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's kind of true for all of us, right? In all of our walks of life.
Yeah.
If you're prepared, if you've made yourself prepared and you show up and you do your job, good things will happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I cannot wait to see what happens and transpires in Houston this weekend. Looking for our 10th win and potentially clinching a playoff position. So I'll definitely be watching that game, cheering them on. So
this is a biggie. I hope the Browns don't have to go into Cincinnati the last game of the year needing to win.
Right.
It's all right in front of them. If they win this week and take care of business at home in the home finale against the Jets, the last game in Cincinnati won't matter. So that would be really nice.
That's the hope, of course. Well, we are very, very close to finding out from you guys, too, the final 15 modern era players for the class of 2024. Rich, tell us a little bit about that and when we can expect to hear that announcement.
Yeah, a week from today, prime time, 8 p.m., the Hall and the NFL Network will jointly announce our 15 finalists in the modern era player category for the class of 2024. And locally, there's not a Joe Thomas on that list of 25 right now. But there are a couple of Steelers, so our good friends over to the east a little bit, and there's lots of Steelers fans certainly in this community. James Harrison and Hines Ward are on that list of 25, hoping to get down to 15. And this is, the vote from 15 to 5 obviously is very difficult, but when you get to 15, every one of those persons is worthy of the Hall of Fame. And really, where we are right now with the 25, you can make an argument for any one of those 25 to be in the Hall of Fame. But when you get down to that 15, there's no question, hey, this person's a Hall of Famer, that person's a Hall of Famer. And then it just kind of gets down to, whose time it is or who can make the best case. And so it's a lot of fun for us to see that process take place. The voting window for the selectors is closing here very rapidly. Excuse me. We'll tabulate those votes, and then we'll have a primetime announcement a week from today, and a very exciting time. And I'm sure those 25 individuals who are the semifinalists are, they want to hear their name called.
Of course. Yeah. I can only imagine being on the receiving end waiting to find out. So, well, good luck to all of them. We can't wait to hear who the final 15 finalists are they'll be vying for a position here in Canton in 2024. And also, we cannot forget, and I talked about this a little earlier in the show, if time's running out for you and you've got an NFL fan in your life, there is an option right here in Stark County where you can go and you can find literally anything you could possibly imagine for any team in the NFL, and that is the Pro Football Hall of Fame gift shop. Rich, I know you said there's holiday hours.
Well, there's an important announcement that the Hall has decided. I've probably said it a couple of times over the course of our coming on here. We're open 363 days a year. Well, this year it's only going to be 362 because we are going to give our team Christmas Eve off in addition to Christmas Day. So if you are doing some last minute shopping, we certainly encourage you to come to the Hall of Fame store. You can find shirts, blankets, hats, tchotchkes for all 32 teams, plus the NFL, plus the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But not on Sunday this year and not on Monday, because we are going to give our team an extra day off to enjoy the holidays with their families. So we're open 9 to 5 through Saturday, then taking Sunday and Monday off.
I love it. I think your team definitely deserves that extra day, and Christmas Eve. And I mean, in a lot of people's houses, Christmas Eve is just as big or bigger than Christmas Day. So I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, we kind of learned, kind of talked to the staff and learned that, especially, where Christmas Eve falls, being on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. But you're right. A lot of families make it a thing to, get together and open their presents on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rich.
So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, a very Merry Christmas to you and your family and all of our friends over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we cannot wait to continue working with you guys in 2024. So we'll see you first week of January.
Goose. This game doesn't work with two
Oh my God! You just triggered my memory.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't have time right now.
Oh,
Yeah, do I?
come on.
I got like 3 minutes to
Talk
tell this
fast.
incredible story.
Oh, well.
Maybe not incredible to everybody else. I take that back. Possible incredible. No, I had a dream, and I poop you not. I had a dream that I talked NSYNC into a one night only reunion. Like I had a dream.
That was your dream.
Literally. Yes. Last night I dreamt, and I'm not making this up. You said that, and it just triggered my memory. That's so crazy that happened. But I had a dream that I was in some group of hotels with NSYNC, and Justin, the other guys there, then Justin happened to be there, and I literally just got them all in a room.
You're like, listen, guys.
Well, I was mainly directing my comments at Justin because I feel like the other four are like ready to go.
Well, yeah.
I was like, look,
They've had their bags packed for a while.
and it was like it happened that night. I was like, let's just go out there and have fun. One night, no one has to commit to anything.
And they were like, all right.
No one
Christian,
has
you're right.
to like, and they did.
Wow.
And they did.
Look how much influence you have in your dreams.
I just sold it to Justin. Like, listen, not even worry about a tour, no press. Let's just go out here. I don't know if we were Coachella. I don't know where we were.
It
Sonic
doesn't
Music
matter.
Temple,
They
you know what I
did
mean?
it.
Lilith Fair. I don't know where we were.
Right.
But I was like, let's just forget. There's nothing above tonight.
Right.
But let's just go out there and have a good time. There's no reason we can't have one show. And they were like, yeah. And that's how they talked. And then they went out there and they
Your
did
dream.
it. Yeah. Probably a terrible story, but I told it anyway. I got NSYNC back together in my dream.
I wish I had good dreams like that. I don't have very many dreams.
Wasn't listening to NSYNC yesterday. Wasn't talking about NSYNC yesterday. Didn't watch a show. Like nothing would have put that in my head.
Isn't that weird sometimes, like why things come to you in dreams, though?
Sometimes I get it because you watch them. You're watching a show, listen to music.
I think you really care about this reunion more than you let on. That's probably why.
I think I've been very open about the reunion.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you really are holding it in there. And
Yeah. In my dream, in a hotel room, I talked them into getting back together.
Good for you, man. It's currently 10 minutes before 9 o'clock. So I wanted to get into this just a little bit because I wonder if you guys were one of the ones that were kind of duped by a trailer that was going around on social media. And for all of you Christmas movie lovers, you might have fallen for it because a lot of people did. So I am going to play this audio for you. This is a clip from the trailer. And I want to I want to preface this with that it's not happening, but I think if enough of us say that we're here for it, it could. So I don't know. Uh, like I said, did you fall for it?
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
All right. Did you see that trailer that was making its way around social media? Everybody thinking that it was legit. And you know what? I think it could be. Um, would you watch it? Are you here for it? I wasn't a big fan of anything outside of just Home Alone. The Home Alone 2, 3. Didn't really care for those that much, but as an adult, I might just watch this. What do you think? Give us a call 330-450-9292 or text us 330-269-9292. Right now it's Sean Mendez. Nothing holding me back.
I'm going to kick it off. My rage is being prescribed Ozempic and then finding out you cannot afford Ozempic, and now you can't do it anymore because it cost you $350.
Yeah, that's a big kick to the butt.
That is. By the way, Jake checked with his pharmacist parents, and they said that's pretty much the best deal I'm going to get.
Yeah.
For you people that pay less, God bless you. For people that got to pay more than they should for medications, you shouldn't pay more than you pay for your car in medication, in one medication. Rage room. Jake, you got some raids today?
Yeah, rage room. I don't understand why people walk, run, ride their bikes, ride their scooters in the middle of the street in the neighborhood when there's a sidewalk 5 feet from them.
I also have that rage.
Yeah.
I've said the same thing. Whenever I see a sidewalk, I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Why would you not walk on the sidewalk?
Move over 3 feet, go on the sidewalk, and let the cars drive.
Literally. I have the same rage. I've said that before. I'll say it to myself in the car.
Yeah.
They'll be on the side of the road, and I got to go around them, and I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Especially, you're walking. There's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's a sidewalk.
Exactly.
For you.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah.
For your safety.
Right.
You're a lot less likely to get struck by a car on the sidewalk.
Right. It could happen, but
No,
less
it
likely.
absolutely could happen. But, it's God's will at that point.
Right.
I agree. It's a good rage.
Yeah.
Good rage. Let's see. We got the text line here. Rage room. When I sneeze about 46 times in a row, and I absolutely hate when I'm on my 10th sneeze and somebody that I'm talking to still having a conversation with me because I'm choking, I can't breathe, I'm snorting, and it's a hot mess, and they can't stop talking for 30 seconds as if I have any idea on what they're saying anyway. Rage room. I'm usually a 2 to 3 sneezer.
I definitely sneeze more than twice.
Yeah, there's never usually just one.
Yeah.
It's usually a 2 to 3, but I know people that they'll do it 10 times. I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Pets to start. I like that.
All right.
I rescued a 5-year-old lab mix. Don't know what he is mixed with. He is aggressive to my 17-year-old daughter and her boyfriend only, and only sometimes. He's the sweetest dog to everyone else. We got him neutered for the vet to help. Nope, still growls and barks aggressively towards them. What should we do? Doesn't happen all the time, but occasionally, and only to your daughter and her boyfriend. Maybe he doesn't like the boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think dogs know.
Maybe the dog doesn't like the boyfriend. I'm not trying to,
Yeah, maybe he's a really great guy, but maybe he doesn't like dogs, so the dog's sensing that. Or
He's aggressive, but you haven't said he bit anybody. He just, when the boyfriend, is it with the daughter by herself or whenever those two are together?
yeah.
Because if that's the case, he don't like the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And dogs are pretty good.
Yeah. There's a tag.
Dogs know some stuff. So
That's awesome.
I don't know. Kick the boyfriend out. Dogs know everything.
Yeah.
That was my thought. I don't know if this happens just to your daughter too,
Right.
or if it happens, you know what I mean? Maybe he was a drug dog in a past life, so he smells something, someone said.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think you do need to get him in check as far as obedience goes, because you don't want him snapping on a child or an innocent neighbor or anything like that. So maybe working with a trainer, but you don't know. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like he's aggressive to that point where it could happen. I don't know the level of aggressiveness here. I do know that I would never want to be that person whose dog bit the neighbor or a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh. Another text. Yeah. If it's only the boyfriend, there's something to
Yeah.
that.
I agree with that.
If it is your daughter, rehome it. Someone said rehome it.
Yeah, there's a lot of rescues that will take aggressive dogs and work with them and put them in homes where it's a little safer without children,
I'm
perhaps.
telling you right now, if it's only when she's around with the boyfriend,
It's the boyfriend.
it's the boyfriend.
I-
Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean,
Do you
I
want a
don't know about a bad
gentleman?
boy, but you don't want to push over either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious. Or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I mean, he's listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening. Today's hit music, Q92. It's 9:07. Good morning. All right, Jake, you ready to get into some weird news?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. What's the most that you think you would buy or pay for an artificial Christmas tree?
Artificial Christmas tree. 200.
All right, 200. I think that's probably most are around there. Well, a 103-year-old artificial Christmas tree, one of the first to be mass-produced, was auctioned for more than $4,000 in Britain.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a little bit much.
It's up there. Hanson's auctioneer said the 2.5, yeah, I said that, 2.5 foot tall tree.
Oh,
So it's not even like a big tree, it's a little tree. Described as the humblest Christmas tree in the world, was sold for $4,296 and 13 cents. The tree was brought to Dorothy Grant's home when she was 8 years old in 1920. It became a staple of her holiday for her entire life until she died at the age of 101. The tree has 25 branches, 12 berries, and 6 mini candle holders. It's believed to be one of the very first mass-produced artificial Christmas trees. It was likely purchased by her grandmother at Woolworths in London. The tree was passed down to Grant's daughter, Shirley Hall, 84, who lives near Loughborough, England, said the seller decided to part with it to honor her mother's memory and to ensure it survives as a humble reminder of the 1920s life, a boom-to-bust decade. Despite the devastation of the First World War and Spanish flu pandemic, there was renewed optimism, she said. So that's why she did it, not for the $5,000.
okay.
Nearly $5,000, whatever. Okay, I have a question. How much do your friends mean to you?
A lot.
Do you consider them family?
Yeah.
So much so that you would legally adopt your friends to become family?
If I had the finances, I guess it's not that weird.
All right. Well, a South Korean woman and you might be the ones to do this, but she actually did it. She illegally adopted her best friend after a medical emergency prompted them to establish a stronger connection. They were raised in a traditional patriarchal family, decided not to marry or have children to preserve her freedom. After moving, back to an area, she had moved away for a little while, moved back. They quickly became close friends, sharing a home and common interests. Realizing limitations of South Korea law in critical medical situations where only family members can make decisions, the woman decided to formalize their bond and opted for an adult adoption. Straightforward process, just requiring eligibility and her mother's signature approval. The adoption was completed within 24 hours, and now they can legally commit to the care for one another as they get older.
Huh.
They're such good friends, they wanted to make that happen.
That's kind of cute.
I think it is cute. And I have to bring this one up because it's been trending all over TikTok. And if you watch the video, I feel bad for them, but it's really hard not to laugh about it. So Andy Costin went viral after posting updates on TikTok about her family's planned trip to one of Disney's theme parks, okay? It was supposed to happen in 2020. I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, it got postponed. So it was finally going to happen again this year. She said, we had planned it out for this Christmas. All 16 of my family members were going to go. To save some money, my parents bought $10,000 worth of Disney gift cards to purchase our tickets and restaurant reservations, okay? She said, I went home this weekend and they were having problems loading the gift cards correctly and purchasing our tickets. Her parents then showed her that they had really bought $10,000. And as she looked closer, she realized they bought the gift cards for Disney Plus.
Uh-oh.
Costin said her parents, who don't even use the streaming services, didn't know the difference. It was an honest mistake. She asked anyone paying attention to help in getting the money in the right form. We leave in 6 days. The parks are selling out of tickets because it's Christmas. My mom is distraught. My dad is frustrated. The kids are worried we won't get to go. There is good news to report. Her post went viral. The company noticed, and they were able to turn the $10,000 of Disney Plus streaming cards into $10,000 worth of Disney Parks gift cards.
How does that even happen? I know you're not noticing it, but Disney Plus, how do you spend $10,000 on Disney Plus?
You can buy them just the regular, a gift card.
Oh.
So I could gift you Disney Plus gift cards that would help either with if you wanted to rent movies or cover your streaming costs if you wanted the app.
Okay.
And they bought $10,000 worth of Disney Plus versus Disney Parks.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So probably going to want to pay pretty close attention the next time you go to buy that amount of gift cards, if you will. And I think that's it from weird news. There's always some weird news.
Interesting.
This is America, after all.
That it is.
Right now, it's Jack Harlow, 11 on Me. Today's hit music, Q92.
Again, 9 dating deal breakers that really aren't. They shouldn't be. He's considerably older or younger than you.
Yeah, I'm okay with
That should not be a huge deal
I mean,
breaker.
unless we're talking like 16 and 36, then I'd,
Yeah.
But if it's over 18, okay. I mean, I might be like, ooh, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
I'm 6 years older than my fiance.
I'm 5 years younger than Tony. He has a cousin. I don't remember the exact ages. I want to say she was like 32 and he was 51 when they got married. Like, it was a big.
Yeah.
And now he's like in his 60s and she's only in her 40s. I just keep thinking, like,
You know what, those 60s isn't what it was.
it's not, but I keep thinking things change. And I'm still like young and primal, and then things change.
You think you're still young and primal?
Yeah.
In
I
your
still
40s?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, in certain departments, I'm not saying like I'm not talking appearance wise. I'm not talking anything like that, but I
Yeah.
still feel good
No,
and
we're
want-
in that part of life where we still feel like we're young and awesome
Right.
and hip, but we're not.
Right, and I acknowledge that. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I had a full circle moment with my daughter last night. Pura Vida bracelets. She was like, my niece has them on, and she's like, I love those bracelets. I'm like, Mary, I have like 7 of them.
Yeah.
You do? I'm like, yeah, because they were popular like a while ago. I just don't wear them anymore. So she, of course, wants them, which is fine. But like, you have those moments where you're like, gosh, I'm old. I'm no longer cool. My
No.
kids do not look at me like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, they never did. Yeah. Not you, everyone. Number 2.
Oh, thanks.
I said not you, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself included. You think my not daughter thinks, oh, man, Christian's awesome?
I think she does.
Yeah. Number 2. Number 2, and I support this one. He's balding.
Yeah, no, that's not a good reason. Some guys
That's a
can
deal-
rock
what-
the crap out of a bald
You know what,
head.
though? I'm going to stick up for people. Listen, we all have. Now, do some people take it too far? They want perfection. Okay. But we all have things and styles that we like or don't like. I don't think that makes you a bad person if you're not attracted to someone who's balding.
Yeah, I mean, it's just personal preference.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't look, if someone's like, man, sorry, man, I don't like guys with big heads. Now, do you ever want to hear that? Of course you want to hear that.
Right.
But just because I'm bald means you have to, I don't know. I don't see that as a big deal.
Right.
We all have there's hairstyles we like on guys or girls. There's
Tats, no tats.
that's what I'm
Beards,
saying. Like,
no beards.
you don't like how I look? Screw you.
Right.
I like you. That's just not my style. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say, and I'm probably not saying it right.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Okay. Got into bald guys. Okay. You can get a wig. You can go get a hair transplant.
No,
we talked about how bad those transplants are. My God. Number 3, he lives far away from you. I think that maybe should be a little bit. Depending on how far.
I think it really depends on the people. I mean, if you guys are very social people or you're very needy people, you need to be together a lot. Long distance is not going to work well for you.
Right.
But if you have confidence and faith in your partner and you guys have to be away from each other for a while and make that commitment to see each other, talk every day, I think you can make it work. I think it really depends on the person.
Y'all know Keller gave us a gem a few weeks back, or maybe a month back, with his Chow. And we all know the controversy of Chow disappearing from my folder.
Oh, yeah.
Came back. Chow. But we all know that it disappeared from my folder. Well, now we kind of have a who did it better. He has struck again with his audio prowess. This time he took on Peyton Manning. Anyone that knows Peyton Manning, whether he played for the Colts, whether he played for the Broncos, we know that it is. I don't know if you know how big of a football fan you are, Jake. Probably not the biggest.
No.
Is there a sport you love necessarily, or not even one?
I don't sport.
I don't sport. That's going on the list. Hold on. That's going on the Jake. Facts about Jake. Number 13. He doesn't sport. Great phrase, by the way, Jake.
Thanks.
Hold on, everybody. This is live. He doesn't sport. All right, we're up to 13 things now. Random facts about Jake. There will be a quiz at the end of the year. Be ready for that. So, the latest commercial that Keller had to make involved the word Omaha, used by Peyton Manning. So I'm going to ask you, who did it better? Feel free to text in Peyton or Keller. First, I'll give you the original. This is Peyton Manning doing his famous. See, Jake, he used to yell Omaha all the time before he'd hike the ball.
Oh, okay.
It was his thing. If you follow football, you know that. And this is what it would sound like.
Omaha! Omaha!
Okay? Give it to you again.
Omaha! Omaha!
He's yelling, setting up the players where he wants them. And this is Keller doing Omaha. Let's see let's see how he did. Omaha! 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 So I ask you, young Jake, who did it better? Peyton?
Omaha! Omaha!
Or was it Keller? Omaha!
I'm going to have to go with Keller.
More, it's more rich, more bass.
Yeah.
Omaha!
It's more clear.
Omaha!
You can really.
Well, I mean, there's no crowd. He's not.
That's
he's
true.
Not on the field.
He's not 50 feet away from the camera.
Right. And he's not in a stadium full of thousands of people. He's in the confines of our production room. But I don't know, man. It's a pretty good Omaha. Omaha. I don't know. Who did it better. Oh God! If we're gonna do, I found another one. A man this guy is very upset that people aren't reading their Bibles,
Okay. Like regular Bible reading.
like reading it cover to cover.
Like doing devotions in the morning.
He is very mad.
Okay.
And this one goes a little off the rails too.
Did you read it first before you hand it out? Probably not. And I can guess why. Because the same kind of person who's too lazy to read the back of the church tract is the same kind of person who's too lazy to read their Bible cover to cover.
Just so you know, that was the Bible he was slamming on the stage.
Let's just beat it around.
And it's the same kind of people who want to go by what somebody says instead of what this book says.
I've been missing church apparently. I
was gonna say, what is happening up in these churches?
If I knew church was this fun, I'd have been going. I don't come back a long time ago. Just like he slams down the.
Because the same kind of person who's too lazy to read the back of the church tract is the same kind of person who's too lazy to read their Bible cover to cover.
First of all, it's a long book.
I would love to see
right.
the faces of the congregation that he is speaking to right now.
First of all, it's like a Harry Potter book. It's a lot. So cover to cover the Bible, that's a lot to ask.
I mean, it's
a lot.
It is. That's why they say do devotions and stuff. That way you can work your way through it. It's not like sit down and don't get up until you finish it. It's not like that.
It's not like reading Green Eggs and Ham.
Well, no.
Sam, I am. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm going to try to find new preaching every day. Help you guys. You know, the Lord's important.
Yes, he is.
And we need to know it. Ben knows.
Ben sure knows.
Ben knows. Ben has a real good idea.
Yeah.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I said, I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
Yeah, he did. Amen.
With physical violence, I'm sure that God would be proud.
Oh, God. Someone said, oh, let's not go down the Bible road. It's almost made up like Harry Potter, too. We don't know that. Hell, for all we know, Harry Potter's real. We don't know.
I'm pretty sure we know that. He's not.
Who's to say wizards were never among us? If witches can be around, why can't wizards?
Yeah.
We
Sure.
had witch trials.
We did.
When we have wizard trials.
I've been there. I've seen their graves and where it all happened. Today's hit music, Q92. It's 9:25. Good morning. It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week. We are 5 days away. That's right. I said it. In 5 days, it will be Christmas Day. And so if you've made it to this point and you're not done shopping, well, you know, I'd probably consider maybe going out soon-ish. And if you're not willing to do that, I am here to tell you that there are a lot of stores that are going to be open on Christmas Eve. Lucky you. Now, we talked to Rich Rogers over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You have till Saturday. They're open till Christmas Eve. After that, they are allowing their employees to enjoy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with their families. So they'll be closed. However, let's talk about some of these locations where you can go and shop on Christmas Eve. Aldi will be open. Hours are going to vary by location. 7-Elevens nationwide. Big Lots will be open 7 to 7. BJ's Warehouse, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Some Costco locations will be open, as well as Dollar General's, Dunkin' Donuts, Home Depot, and Home Depot will be open from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Home Goods, 7 to 6. I see a trend here. You probably should be done shopping Christmas Eve by about 5 because everything's going to start closing. You can also visit JCPenney, Kohl's, Macy's, Marshall's, Michael's, Nordstrom, PetSmart, Petco, Sam's Club, TJ Maxx, Tractor Supply, Trader Joe's, Walgreens, Walmart, and Whole Foods. So I hope that the people on your list want gifts from those stores. They are open on Christmas Eve. They are not open on Christmas Day. Jake, you said you're done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for you. Oh, hold on.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Without Christian here, sometimes I have to play with his buttons. I don't get my own buttons. So it's kind of exciting when I can take that over. It's the little things, Confirmed stores that will be closed on Christmas Day will be plentiful. I'm glad to see that. I mean, I feel like everybody deserves some time off. Did you know in Europe, like Germany, Poland, like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are considered, both of them are considered on the same like playing field, and no matter what, like everything's closed.
I think it should be that way.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. We did a deep dive like on our heritage. Because Tony's family is half Italian, half Polish. I am Irish on my side of the family, and German. And so, we looked at all those traditions, things like that. Now, when I say my family is Irish and German, like we didn't really do anything special that had to do with that. Tony's family more did. So, I made homemade pierogi.
Yeah.
That went okay. Very time labor intensive.
Yeah.
I tried to be like all festive, like let's celebrate like our ancestors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. That is the understatement of the century. Anyhow, this is your reminder. If you haven't started shopping, you probably should. Yeah. It's Olivia Rodrigo. Get him back. It's today's hit music, Q92.
All right, next up, keep your cell phone face down during that first date. We understand men don't carry purses, and having to sit down with a hockey puck-sized phone in your pocket is a bit uncomfortable. If it's possible, keep the offending piece of technology out of sight altogether. But if you need to plop it on the table, silence it and put it face down. Even if you're fascinated by her, a light blinking out of the corner of your eye alerting you of an incoming message is distracting. And girls notice when your eyes are bobbling back and forth between your phone and them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The other reason I would tell you to do that, and I have before when I've been texting friends that I know are on first dates, is just because if you don't have, like, if you have the preview on your screen, I wouldn't want your date to see anything that I was sending. Because we've sent things before, like, is he a total dog? Like, is he super ugly? Is he super nice?
He super ugly?
Like, for blind dates, like, I've done it to my sister. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just send, like, are you alive? Like, did they kill you? Like,
are you in the woods yet?
Right. That would be my reasoning for being like, remember to put your phone face down on the table.
So, are you for putting the phone down? Cell phone
yeah,
down?
I think that's
All
a good
right.
idea. I think that's just courteous all the way around for whichever reason you're stating.
Someone texts, don't open the door, because if you aren't willing to do it every time, you're setting an unrealistic expectation.
That's right. And, that goes for where you take them on dates, too, because we all know that when that honeymoon period's over, there's some things you're not going to be willing to do again. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. You can buy your own games at Dave & Buster's. I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
I agree, Lauren. The hand on the small of the back is a great way to show you care.
Yes.
Keep the phone in the pocket. Girls think face down means you're hiding something, someone says on the text.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, could that be? Next up, keep the question ratio 1-to-1. If she asks you where you're from, answer. And then accept that as an opportunity to reciprocate with a question as well.
Yeah, but just don't be like, where are you from? What's your favorite place to go to dinner? What's yours?
I live in Canton. Where do you live? Oh my God, you live in Canton too? We both live in Canton.
Come up with your own material, your own questions.
So keep the question ratio 1-to-1. It says, don't order just a salad or sake bomb. Taking care of yourself and being healthier is great, but loosen the dietary strings just a little for this occasion. You don't need to eat a bloody steak from a cow you strangled with your bare hands. But turning your nose up at everything remotely unhealthy, then getting a garden salad makes you seem a little square.
I agree, but why a salad and a sake bomb?
I think it's just
like a
picking
play on
random.
words.
Yeah, they're just picking a random
I was gonna say that
thing.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, don't order. Like,
I would order that.
I'll have water and a salad, no dressing, please. Carbs, am I right, honey? That's probably it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now she doesn't want to order anything because here you are.
Right.
Captain America over here.
I think it's safe to go with like a sandwich and fries or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Burger and fries with the guys.
Something super cash.
It says here, 3 drinks and you're cut off.
Oh, I agree with that.
You might have to alter this to reflect your level of tolerance towards alcohol, but
if
no
you
matter
can't handle 3 drinks.
how many beers you can crush on your head during the weekdays, cap your date drinks off at around 3. Even if the date is going so well you've started picking potential wedding destinations, if you get blasted and fall on your face, she's probably going to walk out or have a bad impression.
That's true.
So 3 drinks. Do not talk at all about your exes on your first date.
It depends. If she starts the conversation, maybe. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. I mean, I wouldn't lead off the conversation with it.
I'm glad we met for dinner. You know, my ex is a bitch.
Right.
What do you like on the menu? I don't know how that
What
goes.
are you ordering?
Ooh, they have a special on prime rib. So anyway, I get that. That part doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. It says here, tip very well. You want to tip very well.
Again, just make sure that you're not trying to impress her because you should always tip well. It shouldn't be to impress her. Let's put it that way.
And finally, don't get slimy, grabby hands on the date.
Oh, gosh, no. No.
So, I got to tell you, for men's health, men's fitness, I mean.
No, they didn't do too bad.
Pretty good list.
Yeah.
I feel like if you followed most of these, I think you'd have a good shot on a first date.
Maybe.
So there you go. Lauren and I always try to help you guys.
Today's hit music, Q92. It is 9:36. You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning. Jake and I hanging out with you, keeping you company this week. And Christian will return with us for our first show of the new year on the 2nd. He's enjoying a little time with his family. That's what this time of year is all about, right? All right, so we've been talking a lot about Christmas gifts and things like that with the holidays right around the corner. But there's one thing that you may have purchased either for yourself or as a gift. And if you did, one could say it's a odd item, but it's been receiving so much attention. It made Jimmy Fallon last night. That's right. Jimmy Fallon. Here's what he had to say about this item. Aye, that's right. This has kind of become a little bit of a headache for these retailers. Air fryers sold by major retailers like Walmart, Target, and Kohl's were recalled after 3 people reported getting burned using them. The voluntary recall affects 2 models of the air fryer made by Empower Brands, which are sold under the Power XL name. Hey, that's my air fryer. The only thing is I bought mine like 2 years ago. Both models have 2 baskets that can be used separately, or you can combine it into a single large basket. The recall is over a U-shaped connector that holds the 2 baskets together. It's prone to breaking. That itself is a nuisance for users since the baskets can then fall on the floor along with the food inside them. But the connector breaking can also be dangerous, has led to customers burning themselves when hot baskets have fallen. U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission said the recall could impact 319,000 air fryer sales between August 2021. I said I bought mine a couple years ago. In October 2023 for around $60 to $190. The air fryers were sold in black or cinnamon colors. Mine's black.
Oh, boy.
So far, so good. I've never had any issues with my air fryer. I love my air fryer. Are you kidding me? So, if this affects you, might want to return that holiday gift, or like Jimmy Fallon said, maybe it's their problem now. I don't know. Either way. Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Tree. Today's hit music, Q92.
All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy, King. But he... we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you. You've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Or you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got a incredible set of legs. Oh! We can do that. Text in your questions for Joe. What do you want to know about Jake?
Yeah, let's hear him.
Text him in. I'll ask Jake. He'll answer. You'll get to know him a little better. No questions too crazy. No questions too silly. Well, maybe. It depends on what you text in. Keep in mind, it's a radio show. If I can't read it on the air, I can't read it on the air. So don't be too gross now. I know the answer to this first one, but I'll ask him just so he can answer it. Does Jake have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Her name is?
Star.
That's a cool name.
It is, and it's her legal name. That was the first thing I asked her when I met her. It was like, is that your legal name? She goes, yeah.
You're like, that's not your real name.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
so her parents named her Star.
Yep.
Okay. Where's she from?
Ashland, Ohio.
Is she there for college or
no,
she's
she
there?
lives there?
How did you meet her?
Bumble.
Yep. Great. You know what? Yes for Bumble.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And see, that's what I like Bumble, because the girl has to message you.
Yeah.
Even if you match, you can't talk to her unless she decides, I want to talk to you. So you met on Bumble, you matched, she messaged you, and you guys just hit it off?
Yeah, pretty much.
And how long you been together?
Almost 2 years.
Woo! That is a Bumble success story, everybody. How's about that? That's not how it ends exactly, but it should go. But that's the Netflix thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Huh? That was a good Netflix impression.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
I've got the YouTube TV.
Google.
Yeah.
Google. But that's Netflix.
Oh boy.
Does Hulu have a sound?
I don't know. I don't watch Hulu enough.
Oh, I wonder if they have a sound.
I'll just my daughter. She's on Hulu a lot.
That'd be great if that was there.
Yeah, but it's not.
Just a jackass noise. Oh,
yeah.
Logged into Hulu.
You're really amusing yourself this morning.
That's pretty right on. I'm a pretty good impressionist. That's one hell of a Netflix. You do it.
What?
Do the Netflix.
What the dun dun.
Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Oh, that was better. Jake, do the Netflix.
Dun dun.
I am stupid. Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't know about a bad
gentleman?
boy, but you don't want to push over either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I was listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening. Today's hit music, Q92. It is 9:51, and that is going to do it for us. You have successfully gotten in your car, driven to work, started your day. Your Wednesday's off and running. We're halfway there, guys. Halfway there. We've been doing it all morning. We've been reminding you 5 days, and it's Christmas Day. So if you haven't started or haven't finished, maybe you got plans tonight.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. What are you doing today?
Not a whole lot of anything, I don't think. I have no plans. Yeah.
All right. Well, I am one of those procrastinators. I'm not judging by telling you all of this. I'm with you. So my afternoon probably will entail some shopping. Haven't bought a single thing for stockings yet. Still need a gift for my husband. My kids are done though, so that's important, and that's what matters, right?
Right.
My kids, they're all taken care of. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. It's supposed to warm up a little bit. It's going to be warmer than it has been in the past couple of days. We're probably with that going to be saying goodbye to the snow on the ground. So it was nice while it lasted, right?
Yeah, it was very pretty.
Yeah, it was. So we're not going to have a white Christmas, but hopefully maybe we'll have a white New Year. We'll see. We'll see what that holds. Anyhow, Jake and I will be back with you tomorrow morning starting at 7 a.m. Getting you off to work. We got 2 more days left, guys. Let's grind it through. So we hope you all have a fabulous day today, and I will leave you with this. I know some of you hate it. Some of you love it, like I do. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs, truth be told, because I know how much it annoys the rest of my family.
Oh, no.
Call it what it is.
Oh, no.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fabulous Wednesday. It's Q92.